Shahzaib was a boy whose passion for video games burned brighter than anything else in his life. From a young age, while other children spent their time playing with toys or running around outside, Shahzaib was glued to his screen, immersed in the vibrant worlds of video games. His fascination wasn't just about winning, it was about understanding the intricate mechanics and strategies behind every game. His eyes would light up with joy every time he conquered a difficult level, his hands moving swiftly across the controller, his heart racing with excitement. Shahzaib's parents, while proud of his talent, often found themselves worried. They would watch him spend hours in front of the screen, and though they admired his focus and determination, a growing concern loomed in their hearts. What about his studies? What about his future? They often wondered aloud. They tried to limit his gaming time, but Shahzaib's enthusiasm was unstoppable. For him, gaming was more than a pastime, it was a world of endless possibilities. As he grew older, Shahzaib's love for gaming began to evolve. It was no longer just about playing, it was about creating. He became curious about the codes and algorithms that brought games to life. He started spending hours on his computer, not just playing games but learning how they were built. He dived into coding tutorials and experimented with creating simple games of his own. His room became a laboratory of creativity, with sticky notes of ideas plastered on the walls and books about programming scattered on his desk. But one evening, as he sat at his computer, a new thought crept into his mind, a thought that would change everything. While exploring the world of coding, Shahzaib stumbled upon forums and videos about hacking. At first, it seemed like a thrilling new dimension of technology. The idea of breaking into secure systems and uncovering hidden vulnerabilities fascinated him. His curiosity quickly grew into an obsession. Shahzaib began researching the mechanics of hacking. He spent sleepless nights learning about encryption, firewalls, and network vulnerabilities. What started as harmless exploration turned into a dangerous experiment. One night, with trembling hands and a pounding heart, Shahzaib decided to test his skills. He targeted a well-known gaming company, a giant in the industry. After weeks of planning and studying their systems, he finally broke through their defenses. The moment he gained access to the company's servers, a mix of exhilaration and dread washed over him. The flashing lines of code on his screen felt like a gateway to an entirely new world. But as the reality of what he had done sank in, the thrill was replaced by a sinking feeling of guilt. He hadn't stolen any data or caused harm, but he knew he had crossed a line he wasn't sure he could step back from. At home, Shahzaib grew distant and withdrawn. His parents noticed the change in him. His once lively conversations about gaming had turned into quiet, distracted responses. One evening, his mother found him sitting at his desk, staring blankly at his computer screen. She sat beside him, her voice gentle. "What's wrong, Shahzaib? You can tell me anything." Her kindness broke through his defenses. Tears welled up in his eyes as he confessed everything, the hacking, the fear, the regret. His mother listened silently, her own heart heavy with shock and worry. But instead of reacting with anger, she pulled him into a tight hug. "We love you, Shahzaib," she whispered. "What matters now is that you learn from this and make it right." Her words sparked something in Shahzaib. He realized that the path he had taken wasn't the one he wanted to follow. Summoning all his courage, Shahzaib decided to take responsibility for his actions. The next day, he reached out to the gaming company, confessing his actions and offering to help them improve their security. The company's response was both surprising and life-changing. While they were initially furious, they were also impressed by Shahzaib's skills and honesty. After thorough discussions, they decided to turn this incident into an opportunity. Instead of pressing charges, they invited Shahzaib to work with their cybersecurity team. They saw potential in him, a young mind that could be guided to use his talents for good. Shahzaib accepted their offer, and his journey took a new turn. Working alongside experienced professionals, he discovered the satisfaction of protecting systems rather than exploiting them. His days were now filled with brainstorming sessions, learning advanced cybersecurity techniques, and building defenses against hackers like his younger self. Through hard work and determination, Shahzaib transformed his life. His parents, who once worried about his obsession with gaming, now watched with pride as he became a respected figure in the cybersecurity world. Shahzaib's story became an inspiring reminder that mistakes don't define a person. It's what they choose to do after those mistakes that truly matters. In the end, Shahzaib didn't just redeem himself. He discovered a purpose that combined his love for gaming and technology with a mission to make the digital world a safer place. His journey was one of redemption, growth, and the unwavering support of a family that believed in him, even when he faltered.